guys, we are back in Quartzsite. We came down here because I don't know, it's the best and easiest place for me to work on some things on the RV, and we did the long-term area for it's $40 for 2 weeks. I don't know if we'll stay the whole 2 weeks, but it's still a pretty good deal. Trash is nice to have because we make a lot of trash, so
yeah.
There's trash here, there's water dump stations. That's about all we need.
So we can get caught up on all our laundry and get the animals clean and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we actually, she already gave the dogs a bath and trimmed up Blackie, and we are going to be shaving Chloe any day now. But I've got a lot of stuff. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff I need to do to the RV, and I just wanted a place that I didn't have to move it, that I could get it done. I'm doing brakes on the front. The left one keeps grabbing for some reason. It don't want to let go. So I think it's the caliper or the brake line. So I'm going to do both. And new pads while it's all apart again. And also, we picked up a cell signal booster. It's almost installed. All I have to do is put the antenna on the roof and run the wire through, and it's done. But I already tested it, put it in the window. We gained a pretty strong bar. I mean, it made a pretty big difference just sticking the antenna in the window. So once I get it up on the roof, it should do pretty good. But we'll give a little review on that. It's not very often we don't have cell service, but every now and then it's so weak you can't do much. It takes forever.
And it sucks when you're in a beautiful place and you're having a great time and you're right where you want to be, but you can't connect with anything. So
yeah, and we have to be connected. We can do a day or two, but other than that, then we get behind on everything. And right now we're going for a long ride. We found out that all the ATVs come down to La Posa area because there's trails going up all these mountains behind us. So we're gonna go check them out, see what we can find.
hopefully we find some cool stuff.
Yeah. This looks like a big sleuth or something. Maybe this worked the. So this isn't the mine, but this is where they worked the material and found the gold. Maybe. Shoot, I don't know. We're gonna have to look this up now. I mean, it's something like that. This is very cool. Big rusty tank. I don't know what all used to be here. A lot of pipes and stuff coming out of the ground. Some kind of big machine. I'm not getting super close. It doesn't look very safe.
Very cool find.
Yeah, this was one of the coolest ones yet. Alright, so we're doing a review on the RZR. People keep asking what the RZR is and stuff, so this will be a good time to show you kind of the versatility of it. You know, we're going to have some lunch out here. We brought this big cooler that we just got at Camping World on sale, too, for 20 bucks. We've got our chairs back here. I've got the drone back here. I'm probably going to try to put it up here. It's a little windy. But yeah, guys, this thing is so versatile. It's a toy. You know, you can use it for working. It has the bed. You can haul anything you want. And there's really nothing, not much that can stop it anyway.
Yeah.
Candace can get it stuck, but it's very hard to get stuck. But as far as problems with it, this is a 2014.
And we've rode it everywhere. We've never had a problem.
We've never had a problem.
Always starts first time. And
when we was in Florida, the rear end was squeaking a little bit, but all it was is the hub needed greased. It was just starting to get a little dry, and it's been in sand and mud and water, and I mean, you name it, this thing has been in it, climbed it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we've never had one problem. Never. Not one thing has broke or anything. And I keep up on the maintenance and everything really good, but it doesn't get washed a whole lot because it's not, especially out here, it's just not easy to find a car wash or somewhere to wash it. But we ride it hard, especially me.
yeah, not
So,
me.
As hard as I drive it and nothing's ever broke, you know, I'm very surprised. I mean, knock on wood, I know it's going to happen eventually. It does with anything.
But it was made well.
It was made very, very well, and tons of power. It does top out about 58 miles per hour, but that's because it's limited. You know, the engine is limited. This is the LE model because Candace had to have the power steering.
But that
and
has
engine
been
brake.
awesome. I mean, when you have a tight trail where you're
Yeah.
going back and forth between bushes and things and you don't want to get, you know, all scratched up, it's awesome.
It definitely helps, and you can ride all day long and not be tired because you're not fighting a steering wheel or like on an ATV or something. Because we used to ride ATVs in a few hours and we'd be wore out.
Your whole chest and upper body is wore out.
Next day it felt like you worked out really hard the day before. In this, you don't really feel it. You feel it more in your butt and stuff from the bumps, and my head a little bit from jarring around with a helmet on it. But other than that, yeah, the power steering's nice, and it also came. The LE package was like power steering, electronic engine braking, which I don't care for too much. As soon as you let off the gas, it wants to automatically stop, and I think I would rather it coast and use my brakes.
Yeah, I hardly ever use the brake because of that.
Which there is ways to disconnect it or change it somehow, which eventually I'll figure out, but right now I'm not really worried about it. And also it has what's called turf mode. If you don't, if you have to drive it on grass or something that you don't want to tear up, only one tire will spin in the back, which we've never used that. But the stereo I put in, it's just a little marine grade motorcycle stereo for outdoor use. And the speakers, I don't know what brand the speakers are. They're just some speakers. They're marine speakers off of eBay. And I just made some little boxes. Everything else I pretty much just found on eBay, I think. The doors I found on eBay. The doors come off just like a Jeep, so you can ride with no doors, and then you can put the windows on and have a full cab. The back window rolls up if you want to use it like a pickup truck or get more airflow. But as you can see, all this dust, the window keeps the dust from rolling back and up into the cab. Because without it, the back of your head gets really dusty.
Everything gets really dusty.
Yeah, it does get a little warm in there from the engine on hot days, but not too bad. But I wouldn't mind riding without the doors, but with the dogs, it's just a little safer and easier.
I feel safer having that extra bar on the side of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little thin bar. This is just fabric, but I guess that's better than nothing, huh?
Better than my arm.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to hold on to the ocean bar. If anybody has any other questions about the RZR, just leave it in the comments. It is a 570 electronic fuel injection, and we've had a lot. Trust me when I tell you, we've had a lot of toys. Okay,
Yeah.
We've had a lot of toys, and this is by far our favorite toy.
One day we'll definitely write an article about that one, a blog or something.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we've had our share of things.
Well, they
but
was
we've
all
always
fun.
done well, and you know.
I usually buy them cheap and fix them up a little bit and sell them a little higher. Some we've bought brand new that I wanted. But yeah, other things we tried, like Candace rolled her four-wheeler down a huge hill once, and before that she would do anything. So I got the idea to put her in something like this, but I loved my four-wheeler at the time, so I wanted to just put her in something that was a one-seater with a cage. So we tried a Chinese buggy, we tried a Honda Odyssey, and then I was building her one from her four-wheeler, and it got stolen. It was almost completed too, and then we ended up with this, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
Now we get to go together and we can talk while we drive and stuff, and Candace isn't scared. She can just, well, she still gets scared, but she can close her eyes now. Close her eyes and hang on. Before, she would stop halfway up a freaking hill and leave her four-wheeler and come walk to the top of the hill, so I would have to walk down the hill and bring her four-wheeler up too. But yeah, so we're gonna eat some lunch, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Alright guys, sometimes we back up on hills. This thing is about to go straight up